Hi and welcome. We're looking at the second week of finals in the Western Region Footy League. I'm Kevin Hillier, with me Steve Thom. Tomsy, let's go to Division 3. Got prelim finals in Division 2 and Division 3 and, of course, a big weekend of semi-finals in Division 1. But Division 3 first up, the prelim final. Who's going to play Auburn Vale in the grand final? Is it going to be Braybrook or is it going to be Sanctuary Lakes?
I tell you what, an interesting game of football, as all finals games are, but especially preliminary finals. I mean, the Brookers have got a hurt after last week. They've got a couple of sore bodies in their side at the moment. You can't nurse anyone through come final series. They've got a couple of injuries that they probably went into last week that have reoccurred. Whether they're available to play in this weekend, we don't know. But they need, I think, a list of their players, their younger players, the Brookers, to maybe stand up a little bit more. The Wallace has got to run. Sanctuary Lakes, we know they are quick. We know they run. We know that they're exciting to watch when they get the ball in their hands, and that Braybrook have to make sure that they don't allow that to happen. If Sanctuary Lakes through Hutchinson and these type of guys do get it in their hands, they've got got pretty steady goal kickers, a good spread of goal kickers up forward inside their forward 50, the Lakers, and that could destroy Braybrook. Braybrook, on the other hand, as I said, their midfield have to really get their hands on the football, and they have to separate their forwards one-on-one. Pierce, quiet day last week. Kadajar, Milisev, quiet day. I think Sharanko might have gone forward. They really didn't stand out there. Shepherd Bottom kicked a couple, but, they need to have that spread of midfield goal kickers as well, not just their key forwards. They need to kick goals from that midfield and run and carry. So that's an area that Sanctuary Lakes probably thrive on a little bit, Kev. Yep. They do love that run and carry.
And the winner is?
Who did I tip? All right. I'm going to go with Braybrook. Just the experience part. I just think the young legs of Sanctuary Lakes could get them over the line. And I'm not going to sit on the fence. I'm going to go with Braybrook. I just think the determination up there at the moment and the experience of this time of year. They've got a lot of players that are piercing out, have played Division 1 premierships. Wallace has been a successful footballer in his background. They know what finals are all about. I reckon Braybrook just by 1 point, 2 points.
My only query on that is that I reckon you play injured players in finals, it'll come back to bite you on the bum at some stage.
Oh, definitely. It did last weekend. Once again, we don't know if Sidebottom's in the line, or we don't know if Kruger's, how fit he is with his, no secret, a calf injury. Yep. Once again, the depth, Braybrook reserves, they got beat, I think so. They'll be playing off as well, but there's not a huge lot of depth in there. They need to, once again, come finals, the big strong bodies Braybrook have got, they need some running players, especially against Sanctuary Lakes. And if they do happen to get over the line, Sanctuary Lakes and they play Auburn Vale, they've got to try something a little bit different in 7 days' time. But Braybrook, just the experience, and I just use those words, names of Pierce and Sharanko. They played a lot of football, and they know what this time of the year is all about.
All right, let's move to Division 2. Now, that game, the Division 3 game, incidentally, is Sunday at Hogan's, right? Division 2, Werribee Falcons take on West Footscray. The Falcons got belted last week. Yeah,
they did. It's not the right time of year to sort of have you a bit of a low spot, which everyone does throughout the season. They just haven't got their good players were held last weekend, and they've got to find room for Chris Graham to get the football in their hands. Devon Ellis, the good players that they've got. O'Shea. Now I don't know up to this stage, we're a day or two out from this game, whether O'Shea's come up, whether he's going to be playing. He was held goalless last week. Not good for a key forward. 100 goal goal kicker throughout the home and away season. Fine. Come finals, if he's not going to be kicking goals, which maybe that's not a problem. They need to find A, B, C, D. The other goal kickers to chip in, for their 3 or 4s to carry that scoreboard pressure. I've got me concerns about Wyndham Vale at this stage. Luke Denley once again has done a fantastic job. How he gets them up this week, Kev, or how he has got them up this week, I don't know, but they've got to really do some soul searching down there. West Footscray, I tell you what, they're confident as hell down there at the moment. I spoke to a few of them throughout the week, and the belief now that they can go all the way. They've got to get over this one first, obviously, but they can with Uzes and that playing well, and all of a sudden Toby Brays and their midfield players. Speakman's been good. Trousdale again. They really got a good sniff of it last week. The Brookers, the West Footscray side, and I tell you what, I reckon they're going to go all the way to playing a grand final.
All right, and I'll meet a very, very, very good Parkside team. Division 1, second semi-final on Saturday is between Deer Park and Spotswood. You'd have to back Deer Park.
Have to back Deer Park. Look, Deer Park, they use the ball so well, and they're so creative when they do get the football. Whether they move it quickly, whether they hold on it long enough to carry, to hit the right target further up the ground. They've got good, strong defence. We know they match up very, very well against Spotswood. Look, Spotty have to, I suppose we use that old cliche, they have to win the midfield. Yes, they do have to win the midfield, but they have to stop Deer Park from the run and spread across that half-back line. They've got so many good players, Deer Park, that when they do get it down there, they know, they've read the book, Deer Park, they know where they've got to go. They're so well drilled, so well trained and so experienced in that area. They have to make sure that Spotswood don't allow that to happen. And Spotty, once again, I want to see Cloak play forward. He needs to kick goals. Had a reasonably quiet weekend last weekend, but they still got over the line and done it quite well. So it showed the discipline of some of the players around him to stick to that structure in midfield. The Tommy Langland's types, we don't know what Foggs is doing yet. Once again, right at this stage with Footscray are at, and if Michael Foggett is available to play over years, that's going to be a huge bonus. Bihar could probably come back into that back into the side. Suki's a chance to maybe come back in to play on Kondos. They've got to get the match up for Wong, Spotswood. There's so many little scenarios that you don't get much time to get it right now. But I look, won't tip against Deer Park. I really think they're going to go off and play in the grand final. But I think Spotswood, this is a huge week for them to really press, to make a statement to say we're not far away from this, and if we do happen to play us in a grand final, we got your measure.
Battle of traditional rivals, Werribee Districts and Hoppers Crossing, unless they were traditional rivals in the underage competition. Now they get a chance to do it at senior level. Going to be a really good test for Hoppers. Going
to be a great test. Look, everything's to gain. Everything's to gain for Hoppers. It's a really good feeling for them at the moment. The kids at Credioc's done a brilliant job. They're probably a couple of steps ahead of where they thought they may have been this time of year. They're playing it's a cutthroat final, but what a great thing they showed last week. And they just throw caution to the wind, just go for it, and they did in that second half against St Albans and had a big win. El Hurley, a couple of guys probably playing out of position. Great. This time of year, you do something from left field. It worked. Yeah. Do it again this week. Hoppers, it's all just run, carry, spread, go for broke. Find those that they've never been a big throughout the home and away, a big scoreboard pressure side. They haven't kicked a lot of huge scores, and in their losses they've been pretty lousy with the amount of scores they kick. But they showed last weekend 17 goals, I think, last week, that they can kick that bag, and they've got to do it again. It's all forward of the football stuff for me, for Hoppers. They're learning the defensive side of it, no doubt, under Credioc, but come this time of year to do something different, which I did last Sunday, it's scoreboard pressure. Go forward of the board, kick goals. Just put Werribee under pressure. Saying that, Kev, Werribee Districts, very impressed with their third quarter last week. They had a few players that probably can improve another step this weekend. They need to do it. I mean, I'd hate to see Werribee go out in straight sets. They've had a fantastic initiation to this competition. I don't think they will. I know there's a few players pretty hurt last week. They're down. Matty Dean, he copped a few heavy knocks last week. The Dean boys and his brother Travis, obviously, they need plenty of the football. Mollivas, Harrington, all over the ground. They need to fire up. Werribee to get over the line.
All right, that's our look at week 2 of the Western Region Footy League Finals. Get out and see some local footy.